What's going on, YouTubers? It is your boy, Dalyxman. Welcome to another edition of Dalyxman's Q&A Corner. Every Wednesday, I will be answering your questions in under 15 minutes. If you have a question for me, please leave it on my Ask FM page. The link to it is down below in the description box or here on the screen. So with that said, let's get right into it. What did you think of Elijah Burke or D'Angelo Dinero in WWE? Good talent. Underutilized? Yeah. But I never thought he was world championship material, if that means anything. I think he could have been a good IC champion, a good tag team champion, a good mid-card player. But someone that could carry a company, not really. I like seeing him. I thought he had a tremendous amount of charisma. So, yeah, that's all I can really say about him. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of Elijah Burke fans out there that want me to say more about him, but not much I can say. I like him, but I didn't think he was, main event player type-ish, Moving on. Mizeur Riley. Miz. Yeah, I'm a advocate for Miz more than Alyx Riley. I thought Alyx Riley, to me, is a great personality. A good manager, a great commentator. Wrestler, no. Miz kind of fits the mold a little bit more than Alyx Riley does, so Miz. What is your opinion on the concept of the big match finishing move in Japanese wrestling? Okay. Moves that are only used once in a great while, such as Kenta Kabushi's Burning Hammer, only used 7 times. Do you think this concept could work in American pro wrestling? I think it could. I do believe we need to have more moves like, if I'm going to use an example, Randy Orton's punt. The punt kick, we rarely see that nowadays, but when he does it, it's special. It's a big freaking deal. Like, they only do it now just to put someone off the screen. But, we could have more moves like that. I do think finishing moves are a lot more overexposed. I miss the days when wrestlers had more than one finishing maneuver. They had a submission, they had like 2 finishing moves, whether one's a actual wrestling grapple, suplex, or an attack, like a kick or a punch or something like that. They had more than one way to beat their opponent. And we only got like the big spectacular moves on special occasions. I do think we need to go back to that. And I think it would make the WWE product a lot more interesting if we don't overexpose the moves too much. So there you go. Do you want to see The Rock have one more match against Triple H at WrestleMania 31? People have been talking about another Rock versus Triple H match, and my opinion on that is, if it was 2000, I'd be behind it. Hell, if it was 2004, and just to push it, I'll give them 2006. As late as 2006, maybe. Absolutely, let's do it. I would love to see that match, but it's 2014. At this point in time, if they're going to be at WrestleMania, let them fight someone else. We've already seen Rock versus Triple H. And I'm not saying they can't have a good match. And yes, there is something to be said about Rock and Triple H having a match at WrestleMania, which has not happened before. Yes, they fought each other at WrestleMania, but in a fail-full way. Never one-on-one. But to me, why do Rock versus Triple H when you can do Rock versus Randy Orton? Or Triple H versus someone like a Bray, Wyatt, or something like that. So many better options than the typical Rock versus Triple H match, which to me is just... I would like to see it, but at the same time, I'm not going to kill myself to see it, and quite frankly, there are much better matches we can do. Let's focus on the future, alright? Enough of the past. Move on, WWE. Stop going back to the dry well of this worked back then, so it should work now. No, screw that. I don't want to see Rock versus Lesnar. I don't want to see Triple H versus Cena. I don't want to see Randy Orton versus Cena. I don't want to see Triple H versus Rock. I don't want to see Mankind or Mick Foley come back and have a match, or Shawn Michaels come back and have a match against Triple H. We've already seen that. I want new. I want fresh. I want different. Something modern. Something nowadays that we can get. And right now, I'm sorry, Rock and Triple H would not work for me. It wouldn't work. It would be WWE's way of saying we're lazy. And we can't come up with anything else. So, sorry, I don't want to see it. That's my answer to answer your question. What time do you go to bed? And what time do you wake up? Usually I go to bed around, depending if I'm, in college. Well, I'm in college now. But depending on if I have class the next day. If I have class, I always go to bed around 10. So I can wake up around 6 or 7 to catch a class at 8 a.m. Now, if I don't have a class, I'm up all night. Like, I will literally stay up until like 2 a.m. and then go to sleep and wake up at like 10 a.m. the next day. Because, why not? I don't have to go to class the next day, so why not take advantage of my youth and stay up when I can? Because when I'm older, and I have kids, and I have a life, I can't do that. Use this time to take advantage of your freedom before you lose it. That's my advice to you, and that's my answer to you, so thank you. How old are you? 24. How would you react if WWE turns Daniel Bryan heel on the same day he returned? Good or bad thing? Bad thing! He is the most over babyface you have right now. That would be stupid. Well, okay. He's the most over babyface on your roster. Obviously, Ambrose is the most over face on your roster that you have right now. But when Bryan comes back, obviously the fans are going to love him. And even if you try to turn him heel, it won't work. Fans love him so much that they'll just get behind him even more. As a matter of fact, he might become more of a badass to the point where they will just love him even more. It's the Stone Cold Steve Austin effect. Back then, when they were trying to make him a heel character, the more he healed up, the more they loved him. That's what's going to happen with Bryan. So, bad idea. What if WWE gave Cesaro a limousine? Wait, I read that wrong. Oh, a limo driver gimmick. You mean if you made him a limo driver? That would end his career. Now, what I first said about the limousine, that would be pretty cool. I think that can work. You give Cesaro a superstar feel when he comes in a suit, and then you have him go to the ring with bodyguards and a wrestler. Like, you like how the boxers come out with the freaking, jackets or the robes, and he has his music and stuff like that. I would love that, Treat him like a superstar by presenting him like a superstar. Him as a limo driver would not work. Him in a limousine coming out, that could be pretty awesome. Anyways, what if WWE gave R-Truth a bartender gimmick? That would be stupid. Do you miss Heidenreich? Actually, Heidenreich was a funny gimmick. Heidenreich. And then him writing poems for Michael Cole. That was hilarious. I actually enjoyed the reunion of the Road Warriors, or LOD. I forgot what it was. Was it 2.0? In 2004, when he did it with Animal. That was pretty cool. I thought that was very reminiscent of, when he worked with Hulk. And I actually got behind that tag team. I loved it. Some people didn't, but I did. But to answer your question, he was a good talent, and if he came back, I would love to see what happens with him. And oh yeah, there was a time they were gonna do a tag team between Heidenreich and Snitsky. I'm still pissed off that never happened. That would have been an awesome tag team. Anyways, what did I think of the Dirt Sheet, or The Miz and John Morrison as a tag team? Really good tag team during a time where WWE had a lot of good tag teams. Oh my god, 2007, 2008. They were awesome. They had freaking London and Kendrick. They had, well, I gotta be careful with this. Whoa, I think they had William Regal and Taylor, right? Were Matt and Jeff still a tag team back then? Maybe I'm thinking of 2007. I need to be careful with this. But I remember a lot of tag teams back in those days. And yeah, I remember the Dirt Sheet. They were pretty freaking awesome. How did you and Good Mike Work become friends? Well, Good Mike Work was the reason I started doing videos to begin with. After watching him, rip TNA apart and actually express his feelings on the WWE, it got me to want to, actually get on his webcam and start doing it. And after a while, I would send him videos, I would message him, comment on his videos a lot, and eventually he noticed me. And after I got noticed, we just became friends. And that's just how it is. We're Facebook buddies. We chat with each other all the time. So, yeah, that's how it became. It just naturally happened. Do you still watch Total Divas? Yes, I still watch Total Divas for the sheer hilarity of how bad it is. It makes no freaking sense. But it's a train wreck that I will happily call one of those things that's bad, but I still like it. I don't care. I get a kick out of seeing these girls act so freaking stupid. It's ridiculous how bad the show is making them look. But I'm sorry, it's something that I just enjoy. What are your thoughts on TNA Bound for Glory 2014? Do I have to talk about this? You know what? I already read the question. I'm just going to say it like this. It's a clear indication that TNA's given up. They've given up. They already realize that the doors are shutting, that they have completely just hit the end of their road, so they're not even trying anymore. So, okay. Going out of business. Like I said, 2014, it's it. This is it for them. They realize it, and at this point in time, there is no other network that's going to pick them up. If they get picked up by something, I will be extremely shocked. But at the same time, I don't see it lasting very long. So, yeah, I saw the card. It looked like crap. They didn't even try. So, why even talk about it anymore? TNA is going out of business. Besides CM Punk, who is truly the best wrestler in the world? Daniel Bryan. Absolutely. Do you think the Schlag Daddy comes off as a douchebag? No. I don't think OTRS Central Schlag Daddy comes off all that much as a douchebag. He just comes off brutally honest. Does he come off as cynical sometimes? Yeah, but at the same time, do you blame him? I do think he could be a lot more positive, but why be positive with a product that's always giving him crap? That's my same problem. I come off cynical a lot too. And it's only because when I watch, I'm just going to be brutally honest about. And I can't be Mr. Positive all the freaking time. I would love to be Mr. Positive all the freaking time and talk about, hey, this might have been bad, but at least he did this. I can't keep doing that. After a while, I just have to say it sucks. So no, he's not a douchebag. He's just brutally honest. If he was a douchebag, he would be a lot more worse. But yeah. A few more questions. Let me answer this one right here. What are your thoughts on the Dangerous Alliance faction in WCW? Don't know much about it, actually. I think that was a stable with Paul Heyman and others. I know about it from the Paul Heyman DVD, but I can't really comment on it. I've never really experienced it. Would you like to see Victoria come back to be Bray Wyatt's sister Abigail? Huh. It's a good combination, but eventually I don't see it lasting very long. I know the whole crazy and he's crazy, she's crazy, and blah, 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 that could work. I don't know. I don't know if that would be a good idea. So, let's go with this one. What if Adam Rose reversed back to Leo Kruger? I think it would be a good move, actually. I've always enjoyed Leo Kruger more than Adam Rose. Not saying the guy behind the characters is a bad talent. I'm not even saying Adam Rose is a bad talent. I just think Leo Kruger gives him more room to really express and show us his craft a lot more. Adam Rose is a one-trick pony. The more I realize it, the more it's becoming, very apparent to me. It's just Leo Kruger to me gives the guy who's, the man behind the curtain a lot more room to work with. that is my Q&A, guys. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys next time. So thanks to all the questions sent, and this is your boy, Dalyxman, signing off. Peace.